Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
We're the real Hebrew Israelites that come in week in, week out, prophesy the downfall of this wicked ass kingdom called America, to teach you so called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that you guys are God's chosen people that the Bible speaks of. But first and foremost, we want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Hakadosh, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the great man that teaches the word, though. So with that, Shalom. And we just want to speak about why we went to slavery, and then why does a nation get afflicted a lot, though. And the thing about it, though, is we get afflicted because there's rules of how you're supposed to live, though. And what happens even at your work too, you break a rule, you get in trouble. And that's the thing about it, though, with the being an Israelite, that we're born with having rules and things like that, you know. But you see, you being born not knowing who you are, you're gonna break all them rules, though, you know. And that's what this wicked ass kingdom teaches, though. This wicked ass kingdom teaches that it's okay to be wicked, though. It's okay to be gay, though. It's okay to commit adultery, though. It's okay for do all this shit, though. But as Israelite people, we're not supposed to be doing none of that stuff, you know. So can we get to Isaiah 43, verse 26? Now that I look, you would think slavery is harsh. Hey, man, as people, we deserve that, man. We deserve that because how many times we would go off and shit, though? Slavery was just a punishment from Yahweh Shema Shai, though, man. So if you wonder, like, why go through that, though? Well, it's because the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai it's more gruesome, than, you know? That's how he judges them. Right.
This is Isaiah 43 and 26. Put me in remembrance. Let us plead together.
See, put us in remembrance, though. So therefore, you gotta remember who your power is. You gotta remember, shit. You would remember where your house is at. You would remember who your woman is. You would remember what kind of car you drive. But you can't remember your power, though. The power that gave you all that, though. You can at least do that, though. So therefore, that's why how it said that. Can you read that? Oh
Yeah,
yes.
because right now we're in what's called the Feast of Tabernacles, and it's like a remembrance, of what we went through after Egypt. The Lord he put us in what's called booths in tents.
Yeah,
and
outside.
yeah, and that we're supposed to remember that during the Feast of Tabernacles.
Yeah. The shelters, Like, where do you think they got shelters from, though? See?
And it says, "Put me in remembrance. Let us plead together. Declare thou that thou mayest be justified."
See? So you must be so you can't be justified, though. That's why when you plead, though, what is it when you plead in court? You plead not guilty, you plead guilty. So we're supposed to plead with Yahweh Shem Shai, though. As a people, though. But you see, that's the thing about it. Not knowing that you're an Israelite, therefore you don't know who your power is, though. So therefore, you're gonna continue to do you're just creating iniquity, pounding on sins, though, that you don't even know about. Like this brother said, we're in the week of Feast of the Tabernacles, though. And this is slavery too, because we're not supposed to be working here now, right? For a whole week, right?
I think it's a week. I'm not sure if it's the first day.
Or is it just the first day, or the rejoice the whole week or something like that? Well, it should be in Leviticus 23.
No, it's for a whole week, but I think the first day is no work.
No work out, yeah. It's locked, yeah.
Let me get it though.
I know it's Leviticus 23 or 43, something like that. But that's the thing about it, man. This week it's supposed to be about rejoicing, though. At least, though, the remembrance, though. You know what I mean? Because trust me, Yasharala have been through a whole lot of stuff, man. Even to this day, we go through shit, man. Esau will remember about the Titanic or 9/11, but we don't have remembrance, though, because we don't even know as a people who we are, though.
Yeah, because it said Leviticus 23,
This
23 and 33, 34. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of this 7th month shall be the feast of the tabernacles for 7 days unto Yahweh Shem Shai. And verse 35, on the first day shall be an holy convocation, ye shall do no servile work therein.
Oh, on the first day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like because it lands on the Sabbath, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Because it's within the second week. But,
And it was a Sabbath.
yeah, so makes sense though. Yeah. But we're supposed to be at least like rejoicing
But
at least.
for the whole week, you're supposed to stay inside.
Yeah.
You know, because that's why when we came out of Egypt, you know, we were dwelling in tents.
Yeah.
So this whole week, you're supposed to stay inside. You know, of your tabernacles, of your houses.
Exactly though. But
You know?
we gotta go and work though.
You know?
That's what I'm saying. It's slavery though. It really is slavery because we can't just do that though, man. You get fired from your job and shit though. We're gonna tell your boss, hey, it's the Feast of Tabernacles. We can't go to work though for a whole week. Boss gonna look at you like, what?
If you don't have something for your house, or something for
Or make the house little shelters. What is it out of make the shelters out of the we can't find the good tree and you know what I'm saying, like to build, you know what I'm saying though. So that's why we need it. Yeah, that's why we need a house shy.
If the kid needs, or your baby needs Pampers, you have to go to the store.
Yeah, exactly. We got no water in the house. So guess what? We and his brother, we do feel like we are in slavery though, man. It's modern day slavery though. You know, without the chains and shackles and things like that though. Can you keep reading? 27. Isaiah 43 and 27. Yeah, because we go through stuff, man. That's why you know Jake be like, why God? When you say why God, well, because you gotta live a certain lifestyle though, that have your lifestyle has rules and regulations though, man. Repercussions and things like that if you don't do something though, man. See, you're drinking up the wine of the USA though, man, and that makes you go off though, because you don't think these devils know who we are though, man. These devils know exactly who the fuck we are, man. But they're not gonna tell you though.
Yeah, Isaiah 43, and I'll read 26 and 27.
Together, yeah.
Put me in remembrance. Let us plead together. Declare thou that thou mayest be justified. Thy first father hath sinned, and thy teachers have transgressed against me.
The priests, though, man, they were all transgressing, you know, with the Lord, though. That was 27 too. You're 27.
43 and 27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were
first fathers.
Yeah. So you like the priests, though, they you know what I'm saying, they were going off though, man. So think about it. Like it's like nowadays too. The Catholic priest, though, the father, your Christian pastor or preacher, whatever. They going off though. They're making you go off though. You don't think back then that was happening too though? You know?
Yeah, because that's our forefathers. You know.
Yeah.
Our forefathers went off.
Yeah, they would go off though. You know? And the Old Testament, and you know, a lot of the books though were certain prophets though. Jeremiah, Isaiah. You know, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Habakkuk, Zechariah, Haggai, Malachi. A lot of these Old Testament were the prophets, though. You know what I'm saying, though? They were out there, like, you know what I'm saying? And of course, you know, the Second Samuels, the Kings, though, and things like that. Don't be wrong, though, those books, too, though. But a lot of the majority of the Old Testament, though, was the prophets, though, man. Just one book. Jeremiah, Isaiah, Daniel. It was these prophets, though, man. You know? So it wasn't a lot of good priests, what you want to call back in those times either. You know. So
that's why
Oh,
You want me to keep going? Because that's why it says this.
Yeah, 28. Yeah, because I got it early.
Okay.
28.
All right.
Yeah.
Because it says, therefore, I have profaned the princes of the sanctuary.
The priest. The priest, yeah.
The princes of the sanctuary, and have given Jacob to the curse.
Ooh, the curse. And I think there's a little more. No, that's it.
And Israel to reproaches.
Yeah, exactly, though. Shameful things, man. Reproaches and curses, though. When you're cursed, what happens when you're cursed, though? A lot of bad things happen to you, though. You know? And that's what was going on with our people back then to now. You know? So that's the thing about it, though, man. These kings and princes of the sanctuary, which is the priest, though. So you would go to the church thinking they have the truth, though, and little did they know they will tell you to do certain things, though, this way, that way, and they will make you go off, though. So then the curses will upon you, though, knowing that you had curses, though. You know? Yeah, that's the thing about it, though. So we were probably back there in our reincarnation, though, but we don't know what happened, though, you know? But shit, who knows, man? But that's the thing about it. But see, these priests though, they were making our people go off though, man. That's why these people nowadays they go to these big ass church. Like there's a big ass church all the way down the street over here, or somewhere over here, like a mega church I think down the street over here. And the people they would look at us though, they'd be like, "Who are those people?" Guess what? That's how Jeremiah, and Isaiah felt, man. They were just like out preaching the word, the true word though, and the people would just pass by them and things like that. You know, they'd be like, "Who are those people?" You know. We got looked the way they got looked at funny though. That's how we're being looked at right now. You know. But that's the thing about it though, man. And then what would happen at the time Isaiah? That was before. Was that Isaiah before the Babylonian captivity, or I think Isaiah was before that Babylonian captivity or the Assyrian? I think it was the Babylonian, right? I think it had to be before the Babylonian.
It's Daniel.
Daniel was already captive. He was already a captive.
I think it was before.
Before, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think. But see, but he was out.
Was it during or before?
Yeah. I think it wasn't during though, because I know Jeremiah was probably he was already at the end though, and they took over at the end. You know, the book of Jeremiah, and then Ezekiel. I think Ezekiel was the watchman too. I forgot Ezekiel. Ezekiel was the watchman trying to warn our people, and he was out there too though. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about it though. You know, Isaiah was doing the same thing too. You know, he said he even got got naked. You don't think the pureness of them trying to warn the people though, like how we are though, they weren't doing it back then. Guess what? We were doing it back then too though, man. How we are right now. So that's the thing about it. So what happened? They didn't listen though. So guess what? The Babylonians came and took over and put them in captivity and shit though. And here we are, 2023. Trying to tell them, mostly for, of course, the electo, trying to wake up the electo, tell them that America's gonna get destroyed, though. You know? But see, now, that back then, those people thought that Ezekiel and Isaiah were probably crazy too, though, man. They're like, man, there's no way. Come on, there's no way, you know what I mean? This kingdom's gonna go down. It's the same way that people looked at us right here in USA, like, nah, this is a great country. This shit ain't never gonna go down. Nah. If it happened back then, nothing new under the sun. It'll happen again, though, man. You got something, bro?
It says, First Isaiah contains the words and prophecies 8th century BC.
8th century before the Assyrian?
Yeah, 740. Isaiah served as a prophet in Jerusalem for about 40 years, 740 to 701 BC.
So I think like the Syrian, huh? Like 4 or something like that. Yeah, that was a little confusing though with Isaiah, because we know Ezekiel and Daniel, of course, and Jeremiah though. But no matter what, they're out there though, man. The same thing too. We're out here right now though, going through things too, man. So they had to go through all that. Like the Babylonian captivity, they did what they had to do though, man. You know. So, whenever you. Oh yeah, another Deuteronomy 28, chapter 28, verse 13 through because right now I was gonna talk about the curses though, man. Like I was saying earlier, we were born into having rules and regulations and repercussions, though, man. You don't follow, do something, guess what? You're asking to get something's gonna happen to you, though, man. The prison has rules. Your work has rules. The streets has rules, though. You don't think you're born with rules, though? Having rules?
Deuteronomy 28 and 13. And Yahweh Shimon Shai shall make thee the head and not the tail.
But yeah, keep going.
And thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath.
But only though, keep reading about yourself.
If that thou hearken unto the commandments of Yahweh Shimon Shai thy power.
Only if you hearken, right? Which means like listen to the statutes and commandments of Yahweh Shimon Shai. You'll be the what? The head, right? See? Can you keep reading about yourself?
Which I command thee this day to observe them and to do them.
To this day, right? So you have to, you know what I mean? You have to listen. You have to because if not, can you get the 13 though? That's the keyword right there, the 15.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh Shimon Shai thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
And there's a whole big list of curses if you don't listen to Yahweh Shimon Shai though. So if you don't listen, these curses will be upon you though. But if you do, you'll be blessed though. But the thing about it though is, even as us men though, we still have a hard time though. But guess what? That's toughening us up though. You know what I mean? But what does it say? The wages of sin is death though. You know. But if you don't do all these things what you're supposed to as an Israelite person though, guess what? These curses are upon you though. That's why Jake gets shot up and killed every day. That's why we're in poverty. We could never move up in life though. That's why we can't do shit, man. You know? Because we're not following Yahweh Shimon Shai, so therefore we're always gonna be on the low. We're always gonna be low. We're never gonna be the head though. We're always gonna be the tail though. We're always gonna be behind. We're always gonna be the tortoise, and Esau's gonna be the hare. You know what I mean? So that's why one of the curse. You don't think going into slavery is a curse? That's a curse right there, man. Our people keep going into slavery. You don't think that's a curse? That's a curse, man. That's how the Most High punishes our people, man. Because now can you jump to the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and 6? Because this precept right here is going to explain, you know what I mean? What happens though? If you're an Israelite, we don't listen to Yahweh Shimon Shai. Baruch chapter 4 verse 6. And that's the thing about it though, man. You have to listen though. You have to. You listen to your parent, you listen to your fucking boss, you listen to your fucking woman, but you can't listen to the power though. So therefore shit happens to you for that specific reason though, man. Because you gotta know there's a power out there though, man.
Yeah, Baruch 4 and 6, ye were sold to the nations.
Yep. Ye were what? Sold to the nations. What does that mean? Sounds like slavery to me, right? You were sold to the nations, so they wouldn't give you. Oh, here you go. Nah, it's a trade though, man. Give me money or give me this or that. You gotta give me something. That's why something is not sold until you get something back. Because if not, it would have been you were given to the nations for free. But no, I said you were sold to the nations. Can you keep reading?
You were sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath.
Yeah, you made them mad though. Because why? Because you didn't listen to the Yahweh Shimon Shai, the commandments though, man. You know what I'm saying though? That's what happened though. So as in slavery, we got sold though. Even the transatlantic slavery though, guess what? that was part of the curse too, though, because we didn't listen. We got sold to Esau and them, though. You know. And trust me, there's a difference between a Hamite and a so-called Negro, though. There's a big difference. So these women right here, they don't like the Africans out there. They think they're fucking weirdos and shit, man. Which they are, though. The Hamites out there, they're weirdos, though. So even the Jake woman doesn't gravitate to the Jake woman don't even gravitate to the fucking Hamites, though, man. They don't got flavor, though. That's the thing. They're flavorless. You guys. So that's the thing about it, though, man. No flavor. You don't. The girls can't. You don't. Girls don't fuck with you, though, man. And that's the thing about it. So that's why, when you go to slavery, though, you're being afflicted as a people, though, man. You know. Now can you jump to Hosea chapter 8, verse 11 and 12? And it's crazy because they always don't want to say that we're the people in the Bible. You know what I'm saying, though? But here, Jake is with chains and all that, though. But like, nah, those ain't the people from the Bible, though.
Hosea 8 and 11, because Ephraim hath made many altars to sin. Altars shall be unto him to sin.
See, and this because before the Assyrians went into what's it called, Israel, and that's because they were doing all that, man. They were building altars. Remember, the northern kingdom got taken away. Then after was the southern kingdom, though. But see, because they were doing shit like that, Can you get verse 12? Bible Kasha? And that's the thing because they were creating altars and things like that, though. So they were what? What happened? They're not listening to Yahweh Hashem Al Shai, the commandments, though, man. And this is already past Moses. You know what I'm saying, though? The commandments were on the stone. Back then, they probably had to make scrolls and things like that. But it's there on paper, though. But still, even back then, they were still creating altars to these other gods, though.
Yeah. Hosea 8 and 12, I have written to him the great things of my law.
See? What are the great things of the law? Come on, now. Can you get it?
I have written to him the great things of my law, but they were counted as a strange thing.
Yeah, so they had the commandments, though. I mean, everything right there. But to them, it was a strange thing. Like, for example, you see a stranger, you're like, oh man, stranger danger. I'm just gonna walk away, though. I'm not trying to go that way. But you see, they saw the commandments as a strange thing, though. So therefore, they didn't mess with that. They weren't doing it, though. And that's why Israel got taken down, though, by the Assyrians, though. You know what I'm saying, though? Because they were doing things like that. So guess what? They went to captivity. The Syrians went in there, got them out. A lot of them out, though, and there was it. You don't think Israel was slaves in Syria? You don't think the Syrians had Israel out there doing shit, though? Because if you read the book of Tobit, I believe it talks about during that Syrian time, though. I believe in the book of Tobit, though. You know, there was dead bodies, though, and he was the one that I think he will risk it at nighttime. He'll bury him. The dead bodies that were just everywhere, though. You know, and this will be the last one. Unless you guys. Can you get Second Kings, chapter 17, verse 12 and 13? So yeah, you create altars. Like, for example, these American women, right? You start talking to another girl, you start meeting with her, start having dates with her, and then your woman finds out, she's gonna give you all hell. But guess what? The Most High, he gives wrath, though, indignation, though, differently wise, though. You know what I mean? So imagine the power, though, saying you're my family, but you're here messing with these other families and shit. That's not right. Whatever.
2 Kings 17 and 12, for they served idols whereof Yahweh Shai hath said unto them, ye shall not do this thing.
And he said you're not supposed to be doing those things. And guess what? Our people did it. You know? Our people did though. So therefore, can you just get 13 about yourself? So they were going off even back then to right now. Going off though. Back then to now though, man. So that's why we got sold into slavery though, man, because we're doing shit like that.
Verse 13. Yet, yet Yahweh Shai testified against Israel and against Judah by all the prophets and by all the seers, saying, Turn ye from your evil ways and keep my commandments and my statutes.
Bro, aren't we doing that right now? The prophets back then were doing that. Guess what? We're doing that right now. It's funny how things, how life is though. But guess what? They did it. So what happened? The Syrians took over because they weren't listening though. And here we are in streets, highways, and byways though. We don't warrant, of course, the elect though. Same things happen now. It's happening right now. Yeah. So with that, hopefully this cap was edified. We want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, God. The honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. The Akim out there that pushing the truth with nothing but sincerity. And to the hopeful elect out there, scattered among the earth. So with that, I want to say shalom.